At least not the bottom 8.
Exactly.
Yeah. ODI Bakchis leaving the line. Falcon tires, field suspension. S15. Ooh, a lot of dirt, man. They put him on staff here in landscaping with all that being thrown up. In that second outside zone, now into that third outside zone. Here goes Matt Field. Now he flirts with the course edge. ODI, excuse me, thank you so much. See, I did it. I made the mistake. ODI Bakchis, the teal and blue. I got confused. All this teal and blue in my diet.
ODI has a bit of a different initiation style. A straight line handbrake, gets the car to angle, but goes off the course. You can see the car over-rotating there, but he manages to save it. But that's going to be hurting him on the style side because there was a big kind of hesitation there as he tried to keep the car on the track after that kind of off-course excursion. Leaving outside zone 3, there was a weird hesitation, clutch kick there to get the car back at angle. So let's watch it from the sky. Watch the different style of initiation. Straight line, gets the car to angle, but then goes wide right after. You can see, look at how high that angle is right there. He has to kind of choke up, pause the car to get the car rotated for outside zone number 2. I love this view because everything that I said is just, I think I'm right, and now it's absolutely right. And look at that hesitation right there. As he, I don't know what happened there. It was weird. It was like the car gripped up and he had to get the power back down. And when he did that, the car hesitated. He had to rotate the car. Didn't look natural. It wasn't the kind of flow that we're typically used to seeing from a car through that area. So,
and a 72 for ODI Bakchis. 72. Next up, Travis Reeder and ODI Bakchis. Reeder, who qualified 5th, ODI Bakchis, and he talked about this. His first run, not the greatest, but now he's back up and ready to swing. Right into that first outside zone. Travis Reeder, our most recent winner in New Jersey. Where's ODI? There's ODI. Up pop goes the ODI into that second outside zone. ODI, little shimming now into that third outside zone. Now bring it into that final. Both LS powered and ODI Bakchis aggressive. Will that pay off?
wow.
Wow.
Pretty impressive to watch. So eye in the sky, great initiation from both drivers. You can see ODI might even be a little bit deeper in outside zone 1 than Reeder was. Right there with him though all the way through. ODI kind of over-rotates slightly at outside zone 2 and has to try to catch up here. And right here as they transition, he gets really close. Look at the way the car rotates and he just gets back on throttle and stays with it all the way through that zone.
ODI Bakchis, Falcon tires, field suspension, S15, Travis Reeder. Travis Reeder Motorsports and Link BMW in that first outside zone and into the second. And ODI talked about he needs the best car possible, and right now he's doing what we'd expect, but Reeder just with that first place finish in New Jersey in his back pocket, but he gets thrown off. And ODI Bakchis, so I would love to see that BC Racing side by side. I think that's going to be really telling.
So as we have the big drone up in the sky here, decent initiation, and you can see that Travis dropped the tire there in outside zone number 1, but is maintaining proximity. He's not on line at all, though, through outside zone number 2. I think dropping that tire put him on a weird line, and then he could not make it to outside zone 2 the way that ODI did. And then right there, Reeder definitely had an issue on the transition. He put himself in the wrong position, way inside on the track.
Slide him left for Reeder or right for ODI Bakchis. And it looks like ODI Bakchis will get the win. So unfortunately, Travis Reeder's Federico Sharifo as we move on. Colin and Andrew, I know you're watching from Riverside, California. Here we go. ODI Bakchis and Nick Novak. A little swing in front of ODI Bakchis. Nick Novak, that Coro Works BMW. Now throwing it into that second outside zone. ODI Bakchis, very uncharacteristic in that chase position. Looks unsettled, but Nick Novak throwing it down. ODI Bakchis going off course. What is going on with ODI? But Novak, regardless, out front is running a strong game. To change his tires, change his fronts.
So let's look at, here we go, got the initiation. ODI had a hesitation there going to outside zone 1, didn't fill it like Nick did. And then right there, Nick has a bit of a bobble, but ODI has a much bigger one that I don't think was caused by Nick's. And then, was that 3 wheels off for ODI? That might have been 3 off for ODI in the chase there through outside zone number 3. We're gonna have to look at that again. Hopefully we can see through the smoke.
Newcomer, we're talking about Matt Field going against ODI like it's definitive, but guess what? Nope, not today. It's not no back, it's yes back. Come on, bring it back. As ODI Bakchis goes in that first outside zone, looks a lot more settled here. Now, oh no, Nick Novak dives in on the inside. He drifts up and takes that line. That's what we're talking about. That's what Jeff Jones did now in that third outside zone, but now I believe those 3 wheels going off will come into play. And now, again, Nick not hitting that second outside zone, not off the run, and what I see, not trying to steer in any direction, not trying to give any sort of clarification of what's going on, other than Nick Novak filled that outside zone. This was the lead run of Nick Novak, so we're really focusing on this. Again, Novak gets out of the second zone. Watch ODI Bakchis. So that's a 1, that's a 2, and that's 3 off. That front left was off. That's an incomplete.
Yep.
So it was very clear, and it's very unlike ODI in the championship overall in previous years. Going for the championship this year again, but Nick Novak gets the victory. Novak advances on. ISR Performance 86, our #1 qualifier. Can he make this a perfect threat? Can he get his first ever championship win? Kazuya Taguchi goes that first outside zone. We got the slide bananas into that first outside zone. Oh, so sweet. And that second outside zone goes Kazuya Taguchi. Big nice wall tap as Kazuya Taguchi now goes to that third outside zone. Ryan Tuerck giving himself a little bit of room. Let's see how he sets himself up for that final outside zone. And no, he comes up short. Kazuya Taguchi. Oh, we got contact with Ryan Tuerck.
Wow. What's up with that outside zone 4?
Outside zone 4 has just been the absolute insano.
That is the danger zone right there. Outside zone 4.
Dude.
Never know what's going to happen.
Maverick, Iceman, all of them, man.
So it looked like Ryan Tuerck fell behind. He has a debeated tire
flat
in
back
the rear.
Right. Is that how this is going to end?
Whew.
Is that what's cracking right now? You got a back right flat. We got, and does Tuerck have a competition timeout? Let's take a look. Does Tuerck have a comp timeout? He does have an NGK competition timeout.
Whoa, look at that.
Oh, that
left
back
rear.
left.
That car has been through a lot today, Jared.
Man, I feel like he took on the energy of Matt Field being the pinata. Mickey Andrade, how we doing, homeboy? From throttle.com. What's cracking? Let's take a look at it again.
Great initiation from Taguchi here. You see Tuerck right there with him. Pretty good proximity as they transition right here. Taguchi does a little wall tap. He bounces off the wall, but it doesn't really disturb him very much. Tuerck's right there with him. They're on throttle. Tuerck's in the smoke as they transition for outside zone 4. Tuerck's on the inside, and then he gets on the throttle, comes to the back of Taguchi. Taguchi looked like he sort of got off throttle at the finish line there. Wasn't really on throttle through the finish. He sort of slowed down a little bit. Okay. I'd like to see that again. And Tuerck was anticipating, I'm sure, Taguchi to stay on throttle through the finish, but since he wasn't, and Tuerck's on throttle trying to catch up, or stay with him, well, more or less catch up because he was behind a little bit. Watch the transition here. Tuerck ends up on a really inside line. Taguchi's right there on the outside, and then see Taguchi starting to unwind as he's going over the finish line, and Tuerck's right there trying to stay close to him. So
oh boy,
that could be a Taguchi problem there. I don't know if that was maybe just lifting off at the finish line. I'm not sure why he would do that unless it was some type of issue. So let's listen. Yeah,
you see, watch his hands.
Did you hear his car do a couple of backfires there, little pops maybe? And he was unwinding the wheel.
Watch his hand. He's unwinding it
so let's watch it right here. See the front wheels starting to unwind?
The back end comes towards Ryan.
So his momentum had slowed right there, and you'd expect somebody to stay on throttle over the finish line. Typically, drivers stay on throttle all the way up the bank. Some stay on throttle all the way down the bank. So that's let's watch it one more time here. See the transition from Tuerck. Low angle right there. So yeah, definitely unwinding from Taguchi. So that could be a Taguchi fault. That could be a shared fault.